going on, PokeFam? Welcome back to another video. We have finally gotten a full set list, including promos of celebrations, and we have some new shiny Zacian V and Zamazenta V cards. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So these two cards that are Zamazenta and Zacian V that are shiny, they're coming in a deck in Japan that's releasing November 5th. It's a 60 card deck featuring Zacian and Zamazenta V, as well as Eternatus V Max, 2 deck cases, 4 dividers, 2 coins, and a card, a box, damage counters, and player's guide, all that fun stuff. Pretty neat. Here's the Zamazenta card, and here's the Zacian card. They're just shiny versions of cards that already exist. The Zacian V and Zamazenta V. They're very neat. I really like the Zacian V. I like the blue. Although Zamazenta V isn't too bad either. It's a very neat card. They're very neat shinies. The thing is, we keep getting reprints of cards we've had like hundreds of times. It's cool that we're getting shinies for them finally, but it's just, I don't know. It just, at this point, it seems kind of like redundant to keep printing the same cards over and over again. But the Pokemon Company likes money, so they're going to enjoy that money. It's unknown how we'll see this in English. I guess it's possible we'll get a similar deck, although I have a feeling these will just end up being promo cards in English in like some sort of collector's box, maybe. We'll have to wait and see until that happens. We're going to go ahead and get into the celebrations cards and just take a look at all of them. We have the main set, the promos, and then like the classic collection, I think is what it's called. And we're going to take a look at the main set. So we have Ho-Oh, which is very neat. I do believe these are all hollow too. I think every card is hollow. A very neat Ho-Oh card. It's original. 001 out of 25 is Ho-Oh. So the main set is mostly legendaries, but it does look like there's some Pikachu cards and some mythicals like Mew as well. So we'll take a look. We've got Reshiram as well. This is the next fire type card in the set. So usually these go by type in the booklets that we get with like elite trainer boxes and stuff. We'll just go through them kind of quickly so we can see these cards, and we'll talk about like the cool stuff. Because honestly, I don't think these are that cool. This Kyogre card is actually cool. You've got the Team Aqua like grunts, the female and the male. I think those are grunts. I don't know. This guy doesn't look like a grunt. That's not Archie, is it? It's been a while since I played, Ruby Sapphire or Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But it's pretty neat. They're swimming next to Kyogre, which is very neat. I do believe there's a Groudon in this set too. We've got Palkia. The Palkia and Dialga cards in this set almost look like how they looked during the Heart Gold and Soul Silver era, because they kind of have like this 3D-ish look to them. We've got a full art base set Pikachu. So essentially what they did is they took base set Pikachu and they just turned him into a full art card, which is really cool, and I think it's a good idea. It was smart and I like it. We also have Flying Pikachu V, so essentially just Flying Pikachu turned into a V card. And we also have Flying Pikachu V Max, which means they took Flying Pikachu and just stretched him out, slapped him on a card, put a Jumbo Jet right next to him, and just to show you how big he is, and that's what we got. Not sure how that Pikachu could be floating with those tiny balloons, because that is one fat Pikachu. So maybe the Pikachu is full of air, who knows. We also have Surfing Pikachu V, very neat. I really like the water on this card. It's just really cool looking. The water almost looks better than the Pikachu itself. We have Surfing Pikachu V Max. Again, you can see how big it is because it's right next to a yacht or a cruise ship, whatever that is. Very neat. I like the water in this picture as well. They did a good job with the water in the set. It looks really stylized and cool. We have Zekrom, the counterparts to Reshiram, which we've already seen. We have Mew. This is the first Mew card. There's actually a second Mew card, which is a secret rare. We have Xerneas and Cosmoem, and Lunala card tells a story. Oh my gosh, you guys, we found a new card that tells a story. I was just doing a series on this on my TikTok and Instagram, so there we go. We go from Cosmog to Cosmoem. Sorry, I lost track of what I was talking about. To Lunala with Lily, and you can kind of see Lily is getting more comfortable just being out and about as she changes through the cards. You can actually see she goes through her hairstyle change, which is like a thing they do to show that the character has changed. We have Zacian V with a sword in his mouth. I actually hate this card. I don't know what I was expecting with this set. I was expecting a little more like a Generations type set. It just seems it's kind of like that, but a little bit to a lesser extent when it comes to the main set. Then we have Groudon, and this Groudon does have the Team Magma with it, so that's very neat. Zamazenta V. Yeah, you guys are right. You guys who said the Pikachu stamp doesn't look right, you guys are right. I agree with you. I didn't agree with you before, but it's weird. Yveltal in a forest. That's very neat. Very neat card. We got Dialga looking 3D-ish, almost like a McDonald's toy. Really does. I actually have a McDonald's Dialga back there, and that's exactly what it looks like. We also have Solgaleo in the set, which means the Cosmog can definitely go both ways, although I do believe it's from Psychic to Psychic, so you can either get Psychic to Psychic Lunala or Psychic to Steel Solgaleo. Very nice. Then we have Lugia. Pretty neat card. It's kind of got like the fallish leaves behind it, which is kind of the look of the Johto region if you played Heart Gold or Soul Silver or Gold and Silver Crystal. Very neat. Professor's Research, Professor Oak. I really like this, how he's writing on the card. I think that's a really neat idea, and I hope we see more regular trainer cards like this, because it's just different and it's cool. It's just the same as Professor's Research, discard your hand, draw 7 cards. You think that would be terrible, but it's actually pretty good. Professor's Research, Full Art, Professor Oak. I actually like the other one better, because I think it's more unique than just being a full art. This is cool, but I like the other one a lot better. Very neat card, though. And then, of course, we have the infamous Shiny Mew card as a secret rare, you guys. Oh, it's not even a secret rare. It's 025 out of 025. I forgot. It's not even a secret rare. This is awesome. I love this card. I love Shiny Mew. He's awesome. I really hope to pull this one myself. They did a good job with Shinies when it comes to Sword and Shield. When they're like this, I wasn't necessarily a fan of how they were in Shiny Star V. I like them better gold like this. This is really cool. I kind of wish that's how we got Shinies going forward. That would just make them not as like set heavy, and you just had a chance of getting one, kind of like in the games. And we have some actual like pictures of the card, so you can see how the holo looks. This one is the Mew 11 out of 25. There's the foil in the background. It's pretty neat. This picture doesn't quite do it justice. The picture's not very good, not very bright, but it's pretty neat. It's kind of got like some sort of explosion or light in the background. Just the Mew's being all happy. Maybe it caused an explosion. Who knows? Then we've got the Surfing Pikachu with the texture and everything. Very cool card. Very nice to see that. And then, of course, we have what's going to be in the Classic Collection. So basically reprints from old sets. Blastoise is the first one shown here. Base set Blastoise, just with the Pikachu stamp thrown on there. I do believe the holo is a bit different, though. It's more like a McDonald's holo. Then we have Charizard. Very neat, guys. Very cool Charizard. And then we have Venusaur base set. Obviously, the Charizard is probably going to be the most expensive from the set, but a lot of this stuff remains to be seen on what will be the next most expensive. I have a feeling it's going to be Blastoise or Gold Star Umbreon. I don't think Venusaur will be second or third, but you never know. Imposter Professor Oak, just a reprint from base set again with the 25th stamp on it. Dark Gyarados, reprint from Team Rocket. Very cool card. Here comes Team Rocket, another Team Rocket card. Rocket's Zapdos. That was a cool pick, actually. I like this choice. You got the rain in the background and the neat thunder that almost looks like it's part of Zapdos when you're looking at the card. Back then, the card was more like drawn, if that makes sense. Nowadays, they're like not like that. They're more, you can tell they're digitally created. We have Birthday Pikachu. You guys, don't write your name on this one. Just don't. I guess you can if you want to. It might be fun, especially if you're playing a game and you want to try it out. We have Cleffa from Neo Genesis. Very neat card. Shining Magikarp from Neo Revelation. They picked a nice Magikarp card for this. Shining Magikarp is awesome. Nice that they already put a Gyarados in the set as well. So there we go. Shining Magikarp is a pretty sick card. They also put in Team Magma's Groudon from EX Team Magma versus Team Aqua. Such a unique card. I think these all have like McDonald's foil on them too. They're like similar to the McDonald's foil. Rocket's Admin from EX Team Rocket Returns. Very cool. Team Rocket Returns is not an easy set to get a hold of. Mew EX from Legend Maker. We have Gardevoir EX from EX Dragon Frontiers. What a neat card. I actually have this card. I have some of these. I don't have all of them, but this one of my favorite Gardevoir cards out there. I think it's pretty neat that it's a fire type. Gold Star Umbreon from Pop Series 5 is also put in the set. If you guys know anything about this card, it's insanely hard to pull, and it's insanely rare, and I've actually opened a few packs on the channel, albeit a long time ago. I'll try to link the video and a card up here, but it's a very neat card, and I'm glad I finally have the chance to pull it in real life, even if it is a reprint. Claydol from Great Encounters. Such a weird choice, albeit the set isn't that good, but such a weird choice. Diamond and Pearl, Great Encounters, Claydol. I guess it's in the set. Luxray G Level X, pretty sick one. That card is from Rising Rivals. We have Garchomp C Level X from Supreme Victors. Such a sick card. We have Cynthia on the card because she was the champion in that region, and she also has the Garchomp, so very cool. I think actually in the TCG, they also put Cynthia on a Rayquaza, which is weird. She doesn't have one in the game, but whatever. I think she got one in the anime too. Donphan from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. This is Donphan Prime. This is what we call Prime cards, although I don't know if they were ever officially called that or if that was just something we called them. Reshiram full art from Black and White. I do believe these were the first full art cards, so these are really fitting. They're not my favorite Black and White full arts, but I do believe they were the first ones. We have Reshiram and Zekrom, the 2 full arts from the Black and White set, the very first 2 in the Pokemon TCG. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I'm correct that those were the first 2 full arts. Then we have Mewtwo EX from Black and White, next Destinies. This card was pretty playable at the time it came out. We also have Xerneas EX from X and Y. Nothing too special about these cards, and Mega Rayquaza EX. I'm not sure why none of the EX cards from the later era got one of their full arts. I feel like Mega Rayquaza would have been a very fitting full art to put in the set, but they didn't for whatever reason. And then Tapu Lele GX from Guardians Rising, which was also a staple card. I'm sure a lot of these were probably staples, and that's actually why they're in the set. We're actually going to take a look here, too, at a few pictures of the cards so we can kind of see some of that foil. So let's take a look at Venusaur. We've got Venusaur, and you can see that confetti foil. That's like a McDonald's-like foil. It doesn't look as good on Venusaur as I think some of the other cards do. I actually think it looks the best on Reshiram, although this picture, it's kind of gross, but I think it'll look better under some light. I could be wrong, but it looks like a little much, but like I said, I think under some light it might look a little bit nicer. And then we have Birthday's Pikachu. This one actually looks pretty good. I like the colors in the background. So it seems like the more colors in the back, or the more solid of a good color that matches with the confetti, it seems like the better it is. The Venusaur green just doesn't quite look right. Team Magma's Groudon also has some of that. It's got it on the fire, the confetti, and the foil. Pretty neat card, honestly. A lot of these are neat. And then we've got Donphan Prime with it around it on the outside and on the inside, just how Prime cards looked when it came to foil. And then we have Tapu Lele GX, which kind of has it all over. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. That's about all I can say about this. We went through some promos the other day, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all these cards. What's your favorite? Which cards do you guys hope to pull? Let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like button, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. But most importantly, I appreciate you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.